Hey gang, it's been a minute since I made a video. This one's going to be a pretty cool video. I'm actually going to take some scrap lumber that we got from protection boards, I guess you could call them, for our bulk shiplap. So we special ordered a bunch of shiplap from our local lumber store, and they protected them with these pieces of cedar on the top and the bottom that were 16 foot long by 13 inches wide. They consider these scrap pieces of lumber, but you know what? I was thinking, why not make a table out of them? We need a dinner table for the river house. Why not make a dinner table out of these scrap pieces of lumber? So in this video, we're going to go through making an 8-foot table by approximately 38 inches. This is going to be our new dinner table. So if it gets beat up and trashed by the kids, doesn't really matter. It's made out of scrap wood. It is very pretty wood. We'll get a couple shots of that here in a second. All right, y'all, this is the lumber that we'll be using today. Like I said, this was scrap lumber left over from being a protected layer for our shiplap that was being shipped to us. This is cedar lumber that I don't know what it's originally used for, but I do know that it's going to make a very pretty table. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started here. I'm going to put these boards, I'm going to lay them all out, kind of give you the general design of what the table is going to look like, and we'll use the correct tool over here and start making some pocket holes and putting this together. All right, so here's going to be the general layout, and I just want to show you like how beautiful this wood is, and the fact that they were using it as, you know, wood to protect the shiplap and just scrap it was it's just what a waste. So I'm glad that we've got a project here that we can put this scrap to use, and here it is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. All right, guys, like I said, beautiful wood. This is the general layout. It all matches really well. I love how they join some of these boards together. It's just really beautiful. It'll make a great table. I know cedar's soft wood. It's going to get beat up pretty good, but that's okay. This is a big table for our big family for the river house. I don't care if it gets beat up. It should last long enough for the kids to get older, and then we can, I can put a real table together. Anywho, we're going to get the correct tool out. We're going to put slats down. So this is all flush. I'll flip it over, see what it really looks like on the back side, and we'll just get this thing put together. All right, I got to trim some of the end of the boards off. One, to make them square, and two, to make the table the exact size that I want it width-wise. Alright, we'll lay all the boards out in the exact order that we want them, get them ready to mark it for the Craig tool, and get the holes drilled so we can put this bad boy together. Alright, note to self here, guys. I should have marked the boards before I cut them so I knew what order they went back in after I squared the ends. So make sure you at least mark the boards so you don't have to shuffle them around like I did to figure out which ones went where. Alright, I'm getting ready to cut the slats down to fit the width of the table. That way I can get them connected and then mark my spots for the Craig holes, or the pocket holes, so we can get started on that. I was measuring the width of the slats. They're exactly 2 3/4 inches, and they're the width of the table, which is about 36 inches. Right now I'm measuring out, make sure I can make the exact width of all the boards. Some of them had a little bit of rough edges on them, so I'm going to go ahead and clean them up here. Alright, cleaning up these edges. Phew, I got awfully close to that saw blade there. Edges are all clean. Gonna go ahead and set them out. See where I want to put them. Sorry about the camera angle. I'll fix it here in a second. Alright, I got them all measured out where I want them. Now I'm going to mark them. I was smart enough this time, guys, that I actually marked the boards to know where they went. Alright, setting the Craig tool up to get these pocket holes done. I've bought some cheaper generic pocket hole tools in the past, and I'll never do that again. I just stick with the Craig brand. I know it's quality. I know it's exact. I know all the pocket screws will work. I know all the jigs will work. It's the only way to go. Now I'm measuring out the holes for the main boards to put the pocket holes in. Doing a little bit of thinking on how I was going to offset these. Just make sure that when you're putting the center boards together that you're offsetting the pocket holes from the other board, or else you're going to screw right into each other. Alright, here we go. Pocket holes in the big boards. I put a pocket hole every 10 inches. Should have probably did a little bit closer. But I do glue these boards when I put them together with the pocket holes. Oh, I have little helpers. They're all curious to what is Dad doing out in the garage? Making a mess. That's what Dad does best. Alright, sorry about the camera, guys. My gimbal wasn't set up and actually following me this time, so I gotta figure out what was going on with that. Getting everything glued, getting a set of tables, putting my screws in, getting ready to hopefully get the top piece done. Alright, it's been a few hours, let things dry. Now we'll make this table square. This table is exactly 8 foot. 8 foot by 36 foot. Oh, I'm sorry, 36 inches, 3 foot. Alright, now I'm measuring to rip the boards to get the side skirts of the table completed. The side skirt's about 3 1/4 to 3 1/2 inches. I forget. I'd have to go back and measure. I think it's probably 3 1/4. And again, I'll glue these and pocket hole these as well. One thing nice about this Craig tool, I can just take the ends off and take it vertically and mount it and drill my holes. Don't even have to take the boards of the tool. I can bring the tool to the boards. Alright, everything is dried. I'm now putting the pipe together for the table legs. just using measuring out, make sure it's all centered. Then I'll make wood pedestals that I'll mount down with pocket holes and then mount the legs on top of the pedestals. You can see my wife is helping me figure this design out. She's such a big help and has a very artistic mind, so I do enjoy her coming out and lending a hand. Again, with the camera angles, I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't working properly. But I cut the boards down for the pedestals so we can mount these table legs. Here's a look at the leg mounts. Nothing too fancy. I'm gonna go ahead and make the legs out of 3/4 inch black pipe, and I will paint those white. And I think we're just gonna do a natural oil on the cedar to just pop out the grains and protect it a little bit more. All right. So here is the table with its slats almost finished. As you can see, I pocket holed all of the joints. Looks pretty good. All right, we'll get it flipped over and start sanding her down and get this thing finished. Alright guys, I lost all the footage of me sanding this thing down and rounding the edges, so here's some photos that I took showing that it's sanded down, nice and level, rounded edges. Looks pretty good. I know we said in the beginning we're going to do a natural stain. Well, we found this vintage aqua and it turned out amazing.
I'm focused. I've been watching for the omens. I've been listening to everything you said. It's been running through my head, locked and loaded. I got the feeling that you know it. Yeah, I've only just begun. I won't stop until it's done, till you're broken. So welcome to the fire.